The real life hack to unlock your ankle mobility is to know if the problem is caused by your calf muscles or by your ankle joint. And this is because they cause the same sort of problems, but they are treated differently. And if you know the answer to this question, you can do less and still gain more mobility. So if you have problems with the tightness in the region, or you just feel that your ankles don't move like they should, then you will definitely benefit from this test we will show you and from the exercises that will follow the tests in this video. Next we will show you a super simple test that you can do at home, and this test will determine which exercise and which path of exercises is the best bet for you to get your ankle mobility unlocked forever. Measure 5 centimeters, so 2 inches from the wall, and a tape is placed, so it's 5 centimeters, 2 inches from the wall, not from the floor molding. So in this case, in our office, our floor molding is 1 centimeter wide, so you subtract that amount from the 5 centimeters, and then you measure the tape. So it has to be 5 centimeters from the wall, not from the molding. You have to do this exercise without shoes, or else this isn't accurate or reliable at all. The shoes might have a lifted heel, so this will affect the results. So no shoes on. So step behind the tape, so your toes are behind the tape line. Then you take a step back so that the other foot's toes touch your heel, and then you take another step. Alright, then you step next to this leg that is there, and then you take a step forward again behind the tape. Now this is the position where we will start the test. So keep your toes straight forward and then try to push your knee against the wall without your heels lifting up or your legs turning to the side, and this applies to both of your legs. And also don't turn from your hips. Remember to keep the knee straight in the leg that is in the back. So don't bend it like this, keep it straight. So do this again to your other side. So yes, like this. Teemu knows this, how it's done. And now you pass the test if you can touch the wall without your heels lifting up. Next, we will interpret the results and show you what you can deduce from it and which exercises are for you. Now, how to interpret these findings? If, for example, your right leg's heel lifted off and the calf felt tight when the leg was in the back, you know this is probably only a gastrocnemius issue and should be fixed as such. On this later. If the right heel also lifted up when you had your right leg in front, then you have also ankle joint and soleus tibialis posterior tightness. If your right heel only lifted up when it was in front, then you don't have a gastrocnemius tightness, and stretching your calves with the traditional stretch is useless. Also, if your heels didn't lift but you felt tightness, then the same things apply. If it's the front, it's the ankle and soleus tibialis posterior. If you feel that stiffness in the front of the ankle, then it's pretty surely the ankle joint. If the tightness is when the leg is back, then it's gastrocnemius. So gastrocnemius is the surface muscle of your calf that goes over your knee joint, and that's why keeping your knee straight measures that muscle, but the soleus muscle and the tibialis posterior muscle don't go over your knee joint. They are the deeper part of your calves. They are measured knees bent, and so is the ankle joint. If your gastrocnemius was the problem, classic calf stretches with knee straight 2 minutes per side per day should do the trick, such as the one shown in this video. Also, it's a good idea to incorporate heavy and slow eccentric concentric exercises. Eccentric meaning that you lower your legs slowly into a stretch, in this case, like this. And 3 times a week will start to increase your mobility. If you failed when the foot was in the front, you need to start mobilizing the ankle joint. And this is a good starting point, this exercise here. Lean against the wall, like this, and take a book. Put the book down, put your toes up on the book, but so that the ball of your foot is in contact with the floor. And now start to bring your knee towards the wall, like this. And this starts to mobilize the smaller muscles in your calf, also your soleus muscle, and also the ankle joint. And the ankle joint is the most important part of this exercise. And start to dynamic pumping exercises like this. So start to push your knee towards the wall and do this 2 minutes every day. And if you have really tight ankles, then you can do this several times a day, for example in the morning, during the day, and in the evening. Great exercise. And if you feel pain or impingement in the front of your ankle, in this case, then lean more and support your weight more with your hands and put less pressure, less weight on the leg. If you had problems when the leg was in the back and in the front, then naturally I probably think you guessed it, do both exercise pass, both exercises for the calf and for the ankle. Now you know. Thank you and goodbye.